Welcome to another terrifying nightmare junkie scary video. Deep in the heart of Texas, where legends and lore intertwine with reality, lies a place that has whispered tales of the supernatural for decades. Known as one of the most haunted locations in all of Texas, we introduce you to the Old Park Hotel. Brought to you by Ghost Seekers Texas, prepare to embark on a journey where the line between the living and the dead is blurred. Are you ready to step into the unknown? Join us as we unveil the mysteries that linger within these ancient walls of the Old Park Hotel.
We are back at one of the most haunted locations in all of Texas, a mysterious hotel that holds many secrets. This is the Old Park Hotel. Built in the late 1800s, this hotel was originally a meeting house, boarding house, schoolhouse, restaurant, music store, brothel, and an antique store. It was also previously the Seacrest Hotel, the Three Sisters Hotel, the Royal Hotel, and now currently the Old Park Hotel. Ghostly encounters include strange footsteps, various apparitions of cowboys and bordello women, children, and other entities. Many visitors who stay the night report shadow figures, cold spots, strange perfume and cigar smells, and voices of both men and women. People have reported being touched, scratched, and being pushed inside the building. I have so much planned for the crew on this investigation. I just hope everyone is ready. How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Ghost Seekers. This is probably going to be our craziest investigation to date, probably because of how much projects I have for this particular investigation. I can't really tell you guys right now, y'all will just have to wait and see. This investigation is probably going to take a toll on us emotionally and probably physically. Right now we're about to do the tour with Dan, and after that we will be doing our full investigation. All lights out, night vision cameras, we will all be investigating together as a family, and I can't wait for you guys to see this. So here we go.
All right, welcome back.
Previously on Ghost Seekers Texas, their brave team ventured into the Old Park Hotel property, where the paranormal doesn't just exist. It reaches out and touches. One of their own bore the scars of that unforgettable night. And tonight, they return. Will this second investigation amplify the terror? Or will we finally find the answers we seek? Watch this.
Oh, dude, I feel it burning.
I still looked at stuff, and I'm still thinking about the famous slash. What are your thoughts on that?
It lasted like 3 to 5 days. It felt like it was upward, like it slashed me upward, and the pain was unbearable. Like it literally felt like I was bleeding out of my back.
Yeah, thinking back to that, we've had that happen to so many people here, but yours, I think, is the most incredible. I really do. We've had some notable people in the building since you were here. One of them was John Zaffis, who is the nephew of Ed Warren, and his aunt was Lorraine Warren. That's the whole.
And just when you think it's merely tales from the past, the spirits remind us they're very much present. As we delve deeper into the haunted history with the owner, the unknown decided to make an unexpected appearance.
Come out of them.
And then out of nowhere, Dan's mic starts cutting in and out.
When he walked through our door, he stood there for 15 minutes, and the first words out of his mouth were that the place is just layered in many different layers of paranormal and history. And the second thing he said, which really struck a chord with us, was the fact that he said that we have multiple missing person cases in this building. And then we did a session later on with him, and very clear things came through, and one of the clearest things that came through was that there were 5 male bodies buried under our presentation room floor. We don't know who they are, we don't know what the deal is, but that really struck a note with us. And I think we are going to be exploring and finding out if that hidden basement is indeed underneath this building. the way that we've always thought.
That would be.
So they don't realize that it didn't start off as one building. It started off as a 2-story white house. Everything past this exterior wall, upstairs and downstairs, was the house. We can look at those pictures again, just so you can refresh your memory. But as old as that history is, this history has even jumped out more. And also the building next door, its history has jumped out more. The famous outlaws here in town, Emmanuel Manning Clements, John Wesley Hardin, and of course Jim the Deacon Miller, who is very notorious here as far as his spirit. And I think he's the one that slashed you last time. I really do believe that.
I think it.
We are about to bust open a door because the story goes that his father-in-law, Manning Clements, when he was shot in the saloon by Townsend back in 1887, a year after Ballinger was formed, it makes it look like it was a street over. A friend of mine has gone through deed records, and they have confirmed that that saloon stood next door to this building. So that shooting of Manning Clements took place next door.
Wow.
And it's showing that the energy here is just building. And I think it's all because things were kind of misconstrued in history, but I think we're starting to put them all back together. And Deacon has just been reaching out. The story now makes more sense right here, this newspaper clipping, which was from way back, because it talks about when Manning was shot, Jim the Deacon Miller and John Wesley Hardin, just to refresh that memory of that story, they were one of the brutal gangs here in Texas from the Old West, probably one of the worst. And if you type up Texas most notorious top outlaws, they come up in the top 5. And the fact that they're all associated with Ballinger and possibly this building just makes it look a lot more compelling. The story right here didn't make sense before because it talks about after the Townsend shot Manning through the left eye and killed him in that saloon, which again we thought was one street over. 5 weeks or 6 weeks later, this article pops up where that same marshal who was shot off horseback right after he took out Manning, left for dead, almost lost his left arm, had to retire from law enforcement. Approximately 5 or 6 weeks after he retired from law enforcement, he was working in the saloon, which became a store. And that used to be a store. He was working in the store one night and mysteriously he gets shot at twice from the darkness and the back of the store.
Wow.
Again by a double-barrel shotgun. Missed. But after that, that's when Jim Miller left town. Because at that point, they were pretty much putting 2 and 2 together. And things are making more sense now. I think why Deacon was here. I think Deacon's wife, her name was Sally. People are picking up Sally. There's also been a Sarah that's popping up a lot.
Sarah?
Sarah. Again, we don't know who exactly she is, but she's been popping up more and more and more since you were here last. Since you were here, there's been so many things that have happened to both us and also other guests. It just seems to be building and building and building. The craziest thing that happened to me was a few weeks ago. I had just done up a new room upstairs, up and back next to the toy room. We call it our teddy bear of horror room. And I'm sure you saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little creepy. Well, anyway, I was going back and forth. I wasn't thinking about ghosts, wasn't thinking about anything. I was just putting furniture in there. And I was coming down here getting furniture. I was in the building by myself, going back and forth. It took about 6 or 7 trips. The 6th trip I took the old school desk that I had, which was given to us, very old desk. Carried that thing all the way upstairs, put it in the room, stood back, I was like, perfect. Now it's all set. Started walking back. I'm upstairs, walk up the 3 steps, I'm almost to the top of these stairs here, and all of a sudden a kid comes running down the hall towards me. Just like a little kid running down the hall from the far end of the hall all the way to this end. And you should have seen me, my whole back just arched because I had my back to it. And right at that moment, I had a hard time turning around. Right as I turned around, my little lights that I have sitting on those 3 steps, which go off the sensor lights, they start flickering like something is messing with the electricity and the lights. And they start strobing. And while I'm watching this, I'm just like, whoa. All of a sudden I hear something stepping up on those 3 steps slowly. And I came down. I couldn't handle it. I mean, I'm the owner of this place. I could not handle that.
I can't handle running footsteps, period.
No. And it's those moments that grab you. You know, we're going on our 7th year anniversary, and that just happened. And it was like I went back to day 1 of owning this building and experiencing things. And it just brings that effect back that you never get used to the paranormal. You never get used to ghosts. You never get used to hauntings. They come at you many different ways. And you just don't know what to expect, you know? And I think it's all tied in with all this massive history that is going around us. Just last night I was talking with the group again about the Seacrest family when they bought the building. The daughters took over the building from their father. Again, we think they rented us a brothel. This was the Seacrest family. And got this picture of the women right up here. And again, I think one of these women is still following me around because last night when I was talking to the group, this cold spot comes up right behind me in this hot hallway, right behind me, just like I'm talking to you right now. And there was a woman standing over here and I think a woman over here, and all of a sudden they both made a comment before I said anything. They were like, "It's getting cold." And I was like, "Yeah, I think she's standing behind me again." So I wouldn't be surprised if she pops up again while we're walking through, you know, and I'm talking with you. I'm trying to remember all the stories, but I think what's happening is I've been bringing a lot more furniture in from estate sales, doing various things, and I think I am just popping the energy in this place. And one of the craziest places where things are happening now is back here with the Victrola.
That's what I've heard.
Every haunting has its roots, its tales that amplify the chilling energy that lingers. Past encounters, unexplained phenomena, chilling tales of those who dared to venture here before them. The haunted history of this place adds layers of dread and intrigue to their investigation. With every whispered legend and every tale of a past encounter, the very walls seem to pulse with energy. Knowing what others have faced here, I think any of us would be a cocktail of exhilaration and fear. The deeper we go, the more the boundaries blur between excitement and sheer terror. Buckle up, because it's time to dive headfirst into the abyss. Stay close and watch this.
Just yesterday.
Yeah, and I was asking my wife, I was like, "What happened with that door?" I was like, "Did you close it?" And she's like, "No, I didn't close it." I'm like, "Well, we're the only ones in here. Why is that door closed?" The scariest thing with that door that happened at the very beginning was when we took over the building 7 years ago. We were moving stuff in there, moving boxes, and at one point my wife was going back and forth. She was in there by herself. And she was back there in the storeroom about, I don't know, multiple trips. And all of a sudden that door slammed shut. And somebody just starts going boom, 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 boom. And it echoes down that hallway. And she was petrified when that happened. And yeah, and also not too long ago, this is my room, of course, not too long ago, it was a Saturday, I want to say about 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Saturday, sunny outside, the group was getting up, it was still in the morning. I could hear them, I'm in there doing my stuff, laying on the bed. Well, I'm laying on the bed on my phone, and all of a sudden, right through this door, a transparent housekeeper walks straight through the door and walks within 2 feet of my feet and just keeps going this way. Didn't look at me.
I think I actually saw you talk about that.
And I just about dropped my phone because, you know, she's appearing right over my phone. I'm just like, really, you know? You just don't expect these things, you know, when they come. Old West, the history, Ballinger being formed in June 29th of 1886. Again, I think it is just building up again. And I think all this history that we have around us, all these people that have been here over time, I think they're getting to that point where they want to be.
In this moment, an anomaly actually leaves Dan's room and comes right towards me.
I think they're getting to be known again. They want to be taught. What was that?
That sounded like upstairs, right?
What was that?
All right, now that we're kind of in a break,
Yes.
you said some girl's name over here.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Every time you said it, my audio clipped out.
Did it?
Are you
Well,
serious?
It dropped
the
every
group
time.
last night said that they were being followed around by her.
I was
And they were getting her all
close
over
to
the
one,
place.
And her name was Sarah, but she canceled last minute. I'm just saying that.
But yeah,
I-
when you point at this picture and saying her name, every time you said her name, the audio cuts out.
I think she is jumping out. I really think,
That's cool.
I think some of these spirits that we have here, I think they're getting to a point now where they really want to be known.
Yeah.
Before they were kind of hiding or they were being held back from telling their stories, but I think a lot of them are like, I want it out now. And just like John Zaffis said, missing person cases. You gotta wonder what happened in this building. Why would somebody say something like that walking into a building? He's been in paranormal 43 years. He has so much experience and he's very sensitive and all that just pops into his mind. So you can kind of imagine where our minds are right now with everything. We're just like, we want to bust open some of these hidden stories because I think they're very fascinating.
What
All
happened?
right.
What's happening?
All right.
right here.
Every time I go here, step back, I'm sorry. Every time I go here, I cut out. It loses signal right here for some
Right
reason.
here at this door. Hit the door.
Okay, I don't know if y'all realize this also, but when we first walked in this hallway, it was very muggy, very humid. I was actually sweating when we came around the corner.
But it's cool.
I'm not sweating anymore.
No.
There's coolness like all in this hallway
From
now.
behind me. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it coming this way. Yeah.
Oh, that's the mic. Okay, I thought like doors were creaking.
Well, there's nobody else in the building. It's just us.
One camera's already gone down. Battery's
Yeah,
down.
right here.
What?
Right here. I lose signal right here every time.
Does he need a new battery real quick?
He already went to go get one.
Okay.
You know, we tend to think I don't know exactly when we're going to do this exploration, but we tend to think the entrance to this hidden basement is somewhere over here.
I would think so.
Well,
Yeah.
it goes
It
out.
would.
A cellar entrance or something.
What is this door? Just a
It's a
cubby?
storeroom now, up under the stairs. But the funny thing about it is this didn't start off as one unit. It started off as a house.
Right here.
Right here.
What I'm-
So this would have been outside at one point, which makes sense. If there would have been an entrance to a cellar,
Yeah.
that's probably where it would be.
I would think so.
I lose signal in the same spot every
And
time.
we were told by psychics a ways back that there is something here, but that it was covered up a long time ago. You know, and that's where the mysteries are.
You're getting a drift.
Like you remember that?
Yeah.
You remember that scene in the very first Conjuring film,
And it-
where they're playing hide and clap, and one of the daughters is in the closet,
Yeah.
like right under the stairs.
Yeah, it has a hidden,
and she gets bumped into
Yeah.
it,
Yeah, feels good.
and it's a
and then
false.
that's when they know.
Yeah,
Feel.
I wonder.
except ours is underneath.
It's
Yeah.
not constant. It's just like a.
It's
Anything over there?
It's not distance. I got a full signal, but watch. You're gonna be able to hear it because it goes out completely.
Did you just say something? Did you hear that man's voice is now? You didn't say anything.
Right,
I'm getting.
right here, it goes down.
I just heard a
Only in
man's
that one
voice
spot.
behind you.
I have no clue
I
why
heard
that does
something.
that.
Right as he walked by, I heard a deep man's voice over here. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't.
It's not a constant flow of air. It's almost like a. Like somebody's pumping.
And there's no reason for that air to be coming in, you know, the way
that's
it
right.
is.
But it's not constant. It's just every once in a while you'll feel a.
Aim the mic that way.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's pulsating. It's
Yeah.
pulsating air.
Yeah.
That I've never seen that before.
That's weird.
I don't know why the signal right there where you're standing.
I do think we're going to find our entrance somewhere along the
definitely
way.
think you
I
are.
think it's coming. Yeah. And I do think it was covered up. I think they buried it. Y'all can peek in that door if you want. There's a nail at the top that you just turn,
Stay on him.
and that door will open if you turn that nail. It's just storage supplies in there.
You you know, the fake spider webs where I see them moving, like in certain areas, but this one's not moving. But you'll get a puff of air closer and closer up.
Yes.
But there's nothing moving
Nothing at all.
otherwise.
Okay. Do y'all want to open it just to feel it out? See that nail up on the top? Just turn it and just pull it.
It's not happening for me.
Let me find the spot and just hand it to you.
What was it we saw? I don't see what we saw though.
It's not doing it anymore.
Not doing it?
Let me walk by.
No, it's not cool in this hallway anymore.
No. It just got warm again.
Yeah.
Really
It just got humid, very humid again.
In the realm of the supernatural, there are signs that transcend mere tales and myths, signs that even skeptics have come to respect. One of the most profound indicators of a spirit's presence is a sudden, inexplicable drop in temperature. But why does this happen? It's believed that when an entity tries to make itself known, to truly manifest, it draws energy from its surroundings. With every degree that drops, with every chilling breeze that passes, the line between our world and theirs thins. So when you feel that sudden cold, that inexplicable chill, be alert. You're not alone.
Was there someone in this hallway just now? Sounded like a woman trying to speak right there. Woman.
Oh, I heard.
A man's voice came through and said
I heard
woman.
that. I heard that.
Sounded like a woman trying to speak right there. What's your name?
Ruby.
Sounded like it said Ruby.
Ruby. And there's something wrong with their voice.
Did it say Ruby again?
Yes. Ruby, what are you trying to tell us?
Okay, that was the mic. I
It
thought
just
I heard
got
crying.
it just got cold again.
Yeah, it got cold again.
It just
like, I'm
changed
feeling
again.
static.
From here.
Yeah, I'm feeling it on my arms. Right. Yeah.
Here is behind.
All right, it's cutting out
Coming
here
this
now.
This is where, this is exactly, I saw it move this way.
Yeah.
I'm getting chills.
It's very
Yeah.
staticky in this
Yeah.
area right now.
Yeah, I'm feeling energy.
Yeah, I cut out over there now, like it was moving to that side of the hall.
Yeah.
We've gotten Ruby before. There's something with Ruby in here.
Ruby, are you standing right here?
Oh,
What did that say?
Bad time.
Bad time, it sounded like?
bad time. That's exactly what he just said.
Ruby, what happened to you? Was it a man? It was something.
Something.
The spirit box has spoken, words that send chills down our spines. Ruby, bad time, and I was drunk. It's as if the spirits are trying to tell us a story, share a memory, or perhaps a warning. What could these messages mean? What other secrets do these entities hold? This is deeply unsettling, but we must press on. Let's continue and uncover the mysteries that await.
Somebody's
definitely-
stopping her.
Exactly.
That's what it sounds like again. And that's been the story for 7 years. A friend of mine told me that this is a real Aztec sacrificial. They gave it to us. I don't know if it's true or not, but it does look like it could be authentic looking at it.
Yeah. This was, you said this was used in
Possibly
sacrificial-
Aztec sacrificial. Yeah, it's old.
I'm touching
On it. We should be sweating like pigs right now. Because yesterday when we were back here, it was hot.
It's moving. Is that upstairs?
What?
Foot, dress, arm. Can't see the rest.
What'd y'all catch?
I know
heard she-
ever since I changed this whole room, it just has a whole different energy in here now.
What?
Yeah, and a dress, a long dress.
That's probably Sarah.
Oh.
That is probably our Sarah.
There's her dress. There's the arm.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Because I kept hearing something, it was like telling me, keep going, go back, go back, go back.
See?
And then I actually have the film of the curtain moving too, but her dress is there. You can't see the
You
top
can
of
kind of see the shadow of the
Yes.
feet right
You got
here.
the
Yes.
foot, you got her long dress, and you got the arms.
Yeah,
you can't see her
the
hands,
way
you
the
can't see
curtains are
here.
creating
Mhm.
the
But
background on her. Yeah.
She's not there.
Yeah, it's totally different. Totally different picture.
That's why she kept
That's
going
a
back.
good capture.
Wow. I think she's probably inside the curtain in that picture. That's kind of what it looks like.
Well, so when we captured that is when the curtains are moving.
Mm-hmm.
The curtain went back, like that, back, and then went forward.
They said last night, there were several sensitive women in the group last night. They said they were being followed by her the whole time. They just kept saying Sarah's just like she's trying to tell us something. That's what it seemed like.
She's trying to slowly get our attention
So I'm thinking you all need to go in that direction and
in that hallway.
see what she's trying to tell y'all.
Is it storming right now? It sounds like it's
I
storming.
don't know.
I think there was a thunderstorm warning when I was
Listen.
driving up.
Oh wow.
Right when I was
Listen.
This is gonna be a nice storm
That's the
tonight.
wind.
That is the wind picking up. Huh.
I can't believe I held that.
You know,
As we're learning and talking about this sacrificial object,
It looks like the feather serpent, like
Yes.
like right there.
it's got intricate carvings in it.
We take pictures of it. I have a friend who is an archaeologist.
I was trying to look for things online, you know, that look similar to that. I couldn't find anything that looks like
Might
that.
be like the sacrificial where they drop the
Mm-hmm.
where the
That's
heart-
what he was saying.
The heart,
Yeah.
it's like a heart side.
pour it.
Let the blood
Yeah.
drip.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
I have a dagger that.
Put your hands right here. I just felt
Actually, it is a little cooler.
I just felt
Oh,
really
I
cold
just
air.
got a cold breeze.
I just
Holy
felt
shit.
very cold air on this.
It's like as soon as you were like really
Do you feel
diving
that?
into that.
Yeah, well, this is.
You feel it?
It's not like
No.
So
It's
this is obsidian.
something is giving
Right,
off.
right.
And
Oh
this
my
is giving
God,
off
y'all.
energy.
When I stood up, I could feel the temperature change from the chair to here.
This is giving off, yes, it's coolness on the fingertips.
And that was cold right here, where I'm sitting.
it's colder near your hands.
Yeah, you want to put your hands here? It gets
Wow.
cold.
I'm good. I'm feeling with I don't know who.
Oh yeah, I feel swirling around the edge of my fingertips right now.
Do you want to do spirit box in here?
Over here.
We could, I say we do.
Okay.
See who might be with us.
Xbox. Scanning. FM.
Turn this on play.
Again.
This is the third time now.
This is the third time one of our cameras has malfunctioned.
Maybe just to do the phone for right now.
For right now. Can you tell us where this object came from? The sun?
Right
What's
here.
on your thing?
That's the sun.
Did you? Wow,
That's the sun.
wow. And that
And you
was-
put it in it.
I
put
did.
it back in there.
It's obsidian. So
What can you tell us about that?
Did this come from the Aztecs?
The Mayans?
Got it.
Sounded like it said got it. The Mayans?
That was fun.
I can't believe it said
Yeah.
sun.
That was, yeah.
That was crazy.
And that's all captured, so you can go back
Yeah.
and clearly, I mean, that was pretty darn clear.
That was
when it
that was
came
clear.
through. You want to do the Ouija table room this time?
Yes.
Let one of y'all do what it is. I got plenty of tables, chairs in there now. And normally what happens in here, I'm pretty sure you guys did it last time, put the spirit box on top of the Ouija table.
The spirit board, an ancient tool believed to bridge our world with the next. But communication doesn't stop there. With the spirit box, a device designed to reach out to the deceased, they'll attempt to listen to the voices that exist beyond our realm. Entity or entities, friendly or malevolent, our ghost seekers are ready to engage. The session begins now. Let's tune in and listen to what the spirits have to say.
You know what's
I
crazy?
thought I heard your name. Do this, yeah.
By the end.
By the end?
By the end. By the end.
Do y'all want to talk to us?
Hi.
Hi.
How you doing? Is this Jimmy?
I kind of want to do EVP session. Right?
Let's see who we got.
EVP session 1 at the Old Park Hotel. We are in the Ouija table room. Is there anyone in this room with us right now? It's Chris. Sorry. Can we hear you walk in the hallway? Can you tell us who you are?
EVP session 1 at the Old Park Hotel. We are in the Ouija table room. Is there anyone in this room with us right now? It's Chris moving.
Alright, maybe after that. Alright, Mike, just gonna pick it up.
Can we hear you walk in the hallway?
I kept hearing like creaking. Like
Where are we?
slight creaking up and yeah.
Well, that's a cement floor.
Yeah.
It shouldn't creak. Unless it, well, no, I take it back. Upstairs, that's a wooden floor up here.
I thought it was
so.
that, and then he played it again, and
So maybe we're hearing
it wasn't
somebody
right.
walking upstairs.
Can't hear it on here.
All right, with headphones, you can.
Can you tell us who you are?
What was that? All right, with headphones, you can.
Is this somebody? Nobody was breathing.
You weren't. You had the mic close to you.
Okay, that goes.
That is
And
an.
then I speak. Like, why would I speak right at the end of my exhale?
You didn't do that. I know you didn't do it. I'm sitting right here. You didn't do that.
Yeah.
You didn't do that.
There's like a full.
You weren't breathing hard or nothing. You just did an ordinary EVP session. So.
Can you tell us who you are?
Yeah, that wasn't.
no way.
That wasn't you.
Yeah, that deep.
Somebody-
We caught a
somebody's with us.
deep sigh right before I spoke. And why would I? What the f was that?
That was heavy. That was
heavy as shit.
Yeah, that was like something dragged.
Deep sigh right before I spoke. And woke. And woke. And
That was upstairs.
Yeah, that was right above us because there was a drag and then a creep.
what's the room right above
room
here?
where we think somebody was killed, right above us.
Oh yeah, we were
The
talking.
woman?
It's either that room or
that
it's
was-
a teddy bear room, one or the other. Yeah. See, this is like clear indication because we're all down here.
Oh, freaking bell.
Front door so close. There's something going on.
Your shadow. Huh? Your shadow back here.
Yeah, it was that room. 3 rooms back. 1, 2, 3. So we were hearing it in this room.
Yeah, this is.
Who put the 3 marks on the mirror? 3 marks. Well, what does that say? Does that say hi? Is that what
I
that is?
see high right there.
No, what's on that mirror? It looks like 3 streaks. Yeah, is that 3 streaks?
Yeah, that says high. No, it's 3 streaks.
It's 3 streaks.
It's not high, that's 3 streaks.
That was not here while ago.
I don't remember seeing that. The high, I believe, was here. Benjamin, can you run down the hallway again?
What you're about to see is an experience that I will truly never forget.
Do y'all feel that?
Yeah.
It's low.
I still feel hot. I don't feel
Coldness, low, something. Benjamin, are you in here? You crawl up on the bed for us? See you crawl up on the bed.
What the? Okay, I need to step out of this room.
Too much?
What happened?
It felt like I got grabbed from under the bed.
The ghost seekers attempt a bold move, calling the entity to join them on the bed. They ask if there's anyone here with them. Please, make your presence known. Suddenly, Alex's face contorts in shock. He stumbles back, almost knocking over a camera. He then states something just touched his ankle. He said, "I felt it." A cold grip just for a split second. It was real.
Benjamin, how old are you? And what we captured next is absolutely amazing.
Ruby, are you the woman that was attacked in here?
I would also like to add that no one was moving in that room. We're pretty much in a circle during that EVP session. Dan wasn't moving around. My grandmother wasn't moving around. My father, my mother, JR, Chris, and myself were not moving at all. Who's all that walking?
I was about to ask you the same question.
Who is all that walking? Because I was literally like
Yeah,
this.
go back. And you had to record her over here, didn't you? Or were you over here the whole
I
time?
was over here that whole time
Okay.
during this one.
It's a ball.
That's full on like.
Walking, or just, yeah.
Let's keep going.
Benjamin, how old are you?
Right as Dan and I heard a voice, unknowingly, it looks like a black mass comes from the closet from the right corner, all the way to where Dan is. We cannot explain this.
I thought I heard 5.
5?
I thought I heard 5.
Someone's coming down the fucking hallway.
I hear movement.
I heard bells, like the ones on our
I hear-
doors.
Yes,
I hear
heard the
movement.
cat bells that were in the median
that are
room.
hanging on our
Yeah,
doors.
I'm hearing something.
Everyone. Danny, FM.
I'm getting like so charged up.
Artists.
What did it say? Something about parts? Body parts?
What's coming out about him that we've uncovered is he was the worst outlaw in the whole Old West. He was rumored to kill 227 people. And they finally caught up to him in 1909 and hung him inside a barn with 3 other men. His last statement was, "Let the record show that I only killed 51 men." And then he jumped off the pail himself and said, "Let her rip," hung himself. He always got off on technicalities. His choice weapon was a double-barrel shotgun. That's how he killed everybody. Not hard to figure out, you know, people being shot with a double barrel. Every time he got pulled in, he's rumored to have killed Pat Garrett. You guys heard of Pat Garrett?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's rumored to have killed Pat Garrett and several other people. Except he was never officially, you know, found out in court. And one of the reasons why is because of his middle name, Deacon, his nickname. He went to church every Sunday and dressed up
As a deacon.
gave sermons. And as soon as he left church on Sunday, he would put on his big black frock coat and big black hat, put his shotgun underneath his jacket, and he wore a steel plate across his chest in case somebody went gunning for him, because everybody was after him. And he got shot in the chest several times, but he survived because of that steel plate.
What room? What did you hear? Something just screamed. Something just screamed through the spirit box. Anyone down there?
Back. I need to push back. Like this way.
He's a smart
He's very smart, very cunning, but he made a statement one time. He said, "I'm a hired killer. I'll kill anybody, get paid or gets in my way." And he meant it.
evidently.
And he's here.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't know exactly why he's here, but he is here.
Did he come?
And well, his father-in-law, like I was telling y'all earlier, his father-in-law, we determined, was shot in that building next door to us.
Yeah.
And a lot of Deacon's plan is vengeance.
Who's pushing my mom right now? Why are you doing it? I don't feel
I don't know.
okay
I don't
right
like this right here.
He's being nice to me.
Somebody's being nice in there, but not nice out here.
Somebody is moving in here. I don't know if y'all can feel that, but there is moving cold air, moving around. It's like it's going in a circle around you.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a little breeze. Obviously, we can see that moving, but that is not a whole lot. And that's kind of sealed off. So I don't think that's what we're
I
feeling.
wouldn't think that would be what, because it's right in
It's like it's doing a circle around
yeah,
you.
it's right in this area.
Yeah, If you feel what I was,
Around the roads, he's in the...
if you feel what I was telling you with that chair, it's very unusual when it happens, because you'll think that you're leaning back, but then you realize you're not. It's like they're pulling on it from the back.
It's funny you say that. Mom's being pushed on the back right now.
Is she right now?
The timing of that made me so baffled. She has the camera.
Well, your mom's sensitive. That's why they're targeting.
She's very sensitive.
That's why they're targeting her, because she's like a bullseye right now.
Yeah, she's always...
The hallways in this hotel carry so much residual energy and so much emotion. Beth, my mother, and myself are now walking into the 50-50 room, where a lot of women get severely affected in here.
How's it over there? How's it over there?
Up to you. You want the light off?
Yes, ma'am.
Holy shit!
What?
You were walking up to me?
No, I was not walking up to you.
Holy fuck.
Yes, even though someone was walking into the room, Beth said that it felt like and sounded like someone walked right in front of her, and I was standing completely still.
What did you check on the giraffe?
It was knocked over.
Was it?
Yeah.
What's knocked over?
The Old Park Hotel, a place where time seems to have stood still. But as the night settles in, the silence is often shattered, with EVPs, chilling temperature drops, unexplained footsteps, and even the modern equipment failing to unseen forces. With all this mounting evidence, one has to wonder, is the Old Park Hotel truly haunted? We want to hear from you. After witnessing tonight's events, what do you believe? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Energy vibrations on the floor, like it shook. It wasn't like a little step. It was like ran. Yeah. Like I covered my ears so I couldn't hear anything else, so I could feel the vibrations. It wasn't
Somebody was getting in your face.
Yeah.
Cause as soon as you did the and then I jumped, I could feel like the energy that was like rushed you, and it just out.
So when you were in that last room and then we left, y'all didn't have the get in there. He was in the hall with us.
He was in the hall.
He was
following you.
Yeah.
You're the target.
He wasn't bothering me.
Your sensitivity.
Yeah, he was just letting me rock, and we had all kind of like coldness.
Every time we have somebody.
It was not the female that was trying to do whatever was in the hallway to me. Almost
Something
like,
was very like.
it was hot. It was almost hot, like anger hot.
Yeah.
You know. And then I was like, something's pushing me in my back. But I felt like, even downstairs. When you were beside me, but I felt like somebody had pushed me. That's why I even looked to see, because then I hit my arm against the wall.
Yeah. He stands off basically. He's very mood. He has mood changes.
Mm-hmm.
So like, he might not do anything at one point, but then he gets violent at another point. And I think that's going to inflict with that on.
It felt really bad in that hallway.
It's almost like that's what it looked like. Like somebody either whipping you
Or he lashed out.
That's what-
lashing you with
that's
something.
why
That's what it looked like.
Alex checked my back because I was like, this is the, and I don't know what side was yours.
Right.
Mine was on my
You know,
right.
I never thought about that. Back
Mine
in the
was
day,
my
they
right
punished people
side.
with really bad lashes, like
They did.
bamboo,
Yeah.
like bamboo sticks and
Like they
everything
gave
else.
Jesus and
Yeah.
stuff like that. They used those
Yeah.
like
And it would rip the
sometimes
skin
bones.
open
Yes.
and
Yes.
Well, when I was pushed,
So,
it was on the
that might have been
same
what that
side
was.
that he was affected on.
yeah.